and we're back with another episode of the On The Bench podcast, episode 46. And we've got some special guests today. Cheating. No, I'm really joking. Yeah, we've got the Generation Football boys in here. Big them up, man. We've got Matt, Tottenham fan.
Yeah, mate.
Ben, Chelsea fan. You lot got the sick football game show. We had fun in it though, man. Yeah. We do believe they cheated us.
I didn't have any fun with that. I mean,
sore loser comes to mind.
Yeah, I think it's something in this room. I think.
I know.
Embarrassing. But
we've got a rematch pending.
100%.
Second leg.
Yeah, guys, if you ain't seen it, check it out on YouTube, guys.
There's a bit of a queue now, guys. You know what I mean? There's a bit of a queue though.
No.
We
got more people to fuck over.
We've got to practice this time. But yeah, we need to get the second leg going on. Right now, it's like Bayern Munich, Arsenal. First leg got spanked, but we'll be back.
Second leg, you get spanked.
Even worse.
Yeah. We didn't win a round, did we? Bloody hell, just killed us.
A few good answers in there, though.
Yeah.
A few good answers in there. You just
a lot of argument.
I thought you would have done better.
The argument was great for us, I'm not gonna lie. Because the clips were fantastic. Made the episode so much more exciting.
Good banter, though, isn't it?
Right, and also on the bench today, got Mr. Talk to Frank. Had to hold my tongue there. We had a little joke for the episode.
Yes.
Let's just say Frank had his binoculars out today. But
you can let this off.
I can't help myself, man. Got Mr. Talk to Frank, aka Mr. Roy Keane in the building. How you been, boy? You alright?
Yeah, good, man. Good. It's good to be back, man.
Yeah.
It's good to be back.
Your boy Rashi's smashing it, man. He's
gone.
Gone with the
You
win.
looked good.
Yeah.
Good yesterday.
Is that where we're starting, is it?
Yeah.
You look great.
Is that
You
what
did look great.
He's playing against Portsmouth, mate. It's a championship team, you know what I mean?
Preston, bro.
Oh, Preston. Excuse me, yeah. PNE, Preston
All
North
the
End.
PNE boys out
there. PNE boys, apologies. My bad.
No, you look good, though. He's sharp.
Yeah, but I've been saying I hope he does well, and I want him to do well. But I mean, before yesterday, he'd had a few assists, to be fair. But before yesterday, I think it was his first goals in that 10-11 appearances for Villa.
Yeah.
Imagine he'd gone 10-11 games for United without scoring a goal.
Got a few assists in there, though. The thing is, he looked like he's enjoying it again.
Do you think it's like Coutinho, Barkley vibes when they went back there? You know, Coutinho went on loan there, done really well.
Yeah.
Looked like he's the bollocks again, and then it just
dropped off.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it depends. Obviously, at the moment, he still needs to prove himself because he's trying to get a move from Man United, and I know that his first choice is Barcelona. That's where he wants to go.
His first choice should be Tottenham, mate. Just come to Tottenham.
Wrong button. Sorry. This is the Tottenham trophy cabinet.
Pretty loud, isn't it?
Echoey. Yeah, go on.
No, so I just feel like, you know, obviously, no disrespect to Villa, but I think he feels like he can get a bigger club, more decorated club, more, you know, with more recent history in terms of trophies and success.
European pedigree.
Yeah, exactly.
But he might struggle. You know, sometimes Villa.
I think he'd kill it in La Liga personally. I think he'd be way too physically strong for it.
I feel like if Rashford's enjoying his football, he's a good player.
Where did he go? You said Barcelona. Where's he playing?
He's not
Barcelona. What do you mean?
Where's he playing?
Start there.
Well, it depends who they sell. It depends. You know, teams like Barcelona, they're always, you know, getting rid of players, buying new players.
It seems a bit like, I know, like they're quite bad at like bringing someone in for silly money, paying them silly money, and then like, oh crap, we need to sell 6 players now to register someone else.
He thought that about Rafinha though, and he's hit a bit of form.
Would they risk it?
Well, Lewandowski's getting on a bit now as well, isn't he?
But
although he's killed it this season, he
said he still wants to play for a few seasons.
Who? Lewandowski?
Yeah, he said he's got a few more seasons.
Still banging him in like that as well.
Yeah, I think he got 40 goals this season already. He's the first.
I think is it 38 or
40? He's got 40.
Yeah.
He's the most. He's got the most in the top 5 leagues.
Yeah.
So.
He always has.
Yeah.
Who plays on the left for Barca?
Rafinha, innit?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Because Yamal plays on the right.
But he plays. Then he plays through the middle as well sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes he does. Yeah, sometimes he does. I don't know. I mean, it's a lot of games as well. You need a squad, but then they've got Olmo. They've got, you know what I mean? Like so many.
It would be a silly move for Barcelona. Yeah. It's just a point. It's a point.
It'll be a lot of money.
Yeah.
You could literally go get Mbuemo or someone like that if you really like. Go sign someone like that.
But that's true, you know.
Yeah, it's younger, cheaper.
Well, for United, this is good. The more, you know, the more he performs, the better he does. The more we can increase his value because, you know, 40 million at the moment looks cheap.
Dortment would be a good move for him.
That'd be a lovely.
Like, that's the type of place he could do well. It's just
Sancho ended up back there.
No, it's the type of place they're never going to spend the money on.
Yeah.
But that's a place where you could go do well.
Yeah.
Show yourself.
German league's easy as well.
Yeah, nah, it's not easy.
Harry Kane's crew. Still ain't won nothing there, is he?
No,
not yet. Technically, not yet.
Is he close this year? What's
He's getting closer.
What's the point?
I think they're 6 clear, aren't they?
Yeah, but
6
they've
points.
got game in hand, I think.
Yeah.
But
see if they don't win it, he's cursed, man.
Yeah. This season especially.
Would you take him back if he does well?
Would I take him back?
Take him back. Would you bring him back?
Would I take Harry back?
Yeah.
I would rock his pants down and give him the greatest day of his
Oh my
life.
God, this man's getting pressed a lot, innit?
I'll do a lot of things to take that man
I
back.
think you lot got like the first clause in your in the contract.
First
isn't it?
refusal.
First refusal thing.
Yeah, when he's about 37 years old, he'd still come back and he'd still.
I
be
think
my
he still
first
bang goals though, man. If he come back.
Yeah, he would.
They all come back, didn't he? They all come back.
2 years too late, Gareth Bale. He should have been there. The year he scored the bicycle kick. That season, Tottenham should have signed him.
Yeah, but easier said than done, though.
But he didn't. Real Madrid didn't want him, and
What, against Liverpool, you mean, in the
with
final?
that season he wasn't wanted, did he? Zidane didn't like him. He put him on. He just brought him on.
Yeah, but how much would he have cost? How much would he have cost?
Cost-wise, probably about 20-30 million. They wouldn't have asked for a lot of money. His contract was near the end, but it was the wages obviously would have been the tough point.
That's a stumbling block.
But we were as good back then, but we lacked a proper killer.
Mm.
You had
Ambition, though.
Ericsson,
Levy, though.
you had
Levy
Ericsson,
wouldn't pay them
Ali,
wages.
Son, Kane, but you just lacking that guy that could just get the ball and just do something.
Just
magical.
imagine you had Bale on the left, or Bale on the right, Son on the left, Dele Alli in his prime at 10, and Kane as a number 9.
And you got
And
Ericsson as well.
Ericsson as well.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Dembele, stuff like that. Bale would have been. Bale was the
That's
missing
a
link.
problem, isn't it?
Hazard. The
Yeah.
year when Chelsea won the league, we come second.
Yeah.
Hazard
Yeah.
was the difference, mate. Because Hazard
he
could.
was.
He could just do stuff out of
Mm.
nothing. Tottenham needed that.
Bit of
Son
magic.
wasn't quite there yet. Son got there 3 years later, and he weren't there at the time.
Yeah.
So it was a young Son. It wasn't the guy we needed. We
Young
needed. yeah.
I've got a question for you. Do you think Song's world class?
Not anymore. Now.
No,
Or in
in
throughout his
general,
career.
yeah, for like his whole career for Tottenham, you think he's world class?
I think he's hit a standard.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say he was not world class for longevity. He probably proves not world class, but I think you've got to do it for like 5, 6, 7 years.
Like Bruno Fernandes, you mean?
You've probably done it for like 4 years, son. Maybe. I don't know. It's hard. It's a tough one.
Is he a legend as well?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a legend.
He's legend.
now,
His
yeah.
numbers
He's a Tottenham.
his numbers are crazy.
Yeah,
still.
no,
He's
he is.
still even this season. His numbers are still
So
pretty
you got
good.
a Tottenham legend?
Yeah, cool.
Haven't him and Kane got a record for most goals
Yeah,
and
goals
assists
and
between
assists,
them in the
yeah.
Premier League history?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
So between
like
them,
combined
yeah,
together.
like
Like
assisting and
When
scoring.
you think of York and Cole and all that,
Yeah.
like the link-up
Yeah.
play. there's
Drogba and
top-
Lampard was another one.
Their one was crazy.
Rooney,
Didn't
Ronaldo.
didn't Kane get like double figures or goal and assist or something?
Yeah.
What did he do? Remember that season when it
Was it
Poch?
20?
He won the Golden Boot. And
Yeah,
the
20
the
and top
golden
assists.
Yeah,
whatever
and top
fucking
assists.
thing it's called.
He's a joke, isn't he, Harry Kane?
Yeah, yeah.
It'd be a good move back for him now, I think, man. I think
Mate, it'd be like when Teddy come back all them bloody years ago.
he should come back to Arsenal.
Yeah,
I
sure.
remember when we were talking about Kane before, when he was going out on loan to Millwall and Norwich and all of that back in the day. He's one that's just sprang from nowhere.
Yeah.
In terms of like the pedigree as a youngster, it weren't like this is going to be the next Alan Shearer, this is going to be the next Rooney, this is going to be the next.
Well, Van der Vaart said it, didn't he? He used to laugh at him in training.
Exactly.
Oh, really?
Serious?
He
Yeah.
said to
Is
Junior,
that bad?
he was like, "Who's that?" He's like, "Oh, it's Kane." He's like, "I can't control football. It's
Yeah.
fucking shit."
Serious like that, yeah.
And he said
got
like,
injured at Norwich, didn't he?
yeah, and he's like, "Look at him now. He's like literally arguably one of the best in the
Serial
world."
killer. But I think Saka was like that as well in the academy. He wasn't the greatest, and Ketia was good in the academy.
Saka's crap,
Reece Nelson
mate.
was good.
What are we
Reece
talking about here?
Nelson was
Saka's
good.
crap.
Anyway.
He's definitely fishing, mate.
But yeah, there's a lot of kids that like in the academy, the top ones they don't reach their full potential.
Exactly.
Smith Rowe's one,
Yeah.
Reece
Yeah.
Nelson, going to Arsenal. Hudson-Odoi was another one that was
That
really
Chelsea,
good in
Exactly.
the academy.
Yeah.
Didn't reach full potential. Then you say Kane
Yeah.
wasn't as good, but he's reached.
We had that
blossomed.
Marcus Edwards supposed to be the pops, and he was
Sporting,
like
wasn't
Messi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he says he's Messi, but never played him.
Yeah.
So it's good
Billy
job, Poch.
Gilmore's another one for us. Billy Gilmore
Yeah.
was talked about as going to be
Yeah.
the next
He's smashing
best
it now.
centre
though.
mid. He's doing well, but I mean, he was talked about.
He's at
when-
Napoli, isn't he, now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we signed with a centre mid. I think we got him from Rangers. A lot of money paid for him back then as well, and it was.
That's got to be the worst. That's got to be the worst position in football. I think coming through now because Gilmore. I look at Harry Winks, Oliver Skip. They come in and do their jobs, but they're so like no one thinks, oh, he's crap. He's not got a goal today. He's not going to assist anyone today. He's giving a ball away once, and they're just looked down upon.
Yeah.
Because other centre mids now are a lot more like, mobile. They're a lot like they
Yeah.
get goals, they get assists. These little tidy little English
Keep the
like,
ball
Scottish-
ticking.
The Leon Brittons of this world.
Like, they don't get the look in.
Neat and tidy.
They don't get what they deserve anymore.
Yeah.
I don't think it's
Yeah.
so hard.
But then they get appreciated, like you say.
Yeah, they go
get
abroad,
appreciated abroad.
and you throw them
You
players
can
in.
control the game.
Harry Winks used to get lauded by that Pep Guardiola, something like that. If you put him in certain teams, they would just keep the ball, keep it ticking. That's great. They're not asked to do certain things. But when he's like Harry Winks said Jose and Conte when you're asked to do a lot more than just like get the ball and move it around.
You need to be a
got
defender. You need
exposed.
to be a striker. You need to.
Yeah.
You know what
I mean, who else? Like Joe Allen, Fabian Delph.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe Allen, great example.
Delph is another.
Then again,
great
did you see what Joe
example.
Allen did the other day? Was that 38 years old? And
He
come on
made a
the
mistake,
other-
didn't he?
Yeah,
For
come on-
Wales.
Who was they playing?
Macedonia, North Macedonia.
He put a pass back literally straight into the striker and scored. Like he'd literally come on the pitch, ran about 5 minutes.
That's crazy.
Come on the pitch,
But why is
experience,
he
keep
still
it.
playing for Wales at 38? Like, I'm not
They've
being
got no
funny,
one
but
else.
Who are you playing in front of him?
Sorry,
Ledley still about?
sorry, Wash fans.
Ramsey's still playing, isn't he?
Yeah,
Ramsey's a baller though, man.
No,
Get
mate,
out
I'm
of
saying he's injury problems. He's only just got back into. Well, he's playing back at Swansea now, isn't he?
Cardiff.
Well, to be
Oh,
fair,
Cardiff.
yeah.
Sorry, Cardiff.
to be fair, we had Jordan Henderson playing the other day, didn't we? So we can't really.
I love Henderson, mate.
What you think you deserve the call out?
Why not?
Why?
Do you know how he's playing abroad? Have you watched him play a game
No,
abroad?
but
There you
still.
go. Shush.
But he shouldn't,
Like you have no idea how good.
he shouldn't be in that team though.
You have
man.
no idea how good that
I
man
don't
is
watch it,
playing.
but I don't give a
There
damn.
you go.
What's he
To
in
be
the
fair, they're
Italian
top.
league?
Ajax are top now.
No, he's in Dutch
The
league.
Ajax,
Sorry,
yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
You
Ajax
have
are
no
top.
idea how good
Yeah.
that man is doing.
Mate, he had a brilliant month at Saudi. Went to Saudi for like a month, didn't he?
Got his
Couple of
money.
months. Can't wait. Got paid, and he was like, "It's not for me, this lads. Fucking off back to Europe, lads."
You don't need like all the informed players in an England team. What's the point? Let's have like 6 centre mids that are all good.
No,
that
but
are
you
never
want to
gonna be
see
there.
you want to see something new. He's giving me Gareth Southgate vibes. You understand? Calling him. You understand what I'm saying?
You might as well have taken Calvin
I
Phillips, mate.
love Gareth Southgate.
He
Gave me
actually
two
loves
of the
Southgate.
greatest,
He loves
two
Southgate.
great
I'm,
days.
I'm with
and
you
two
boys
awful
here.
days.
I'm not a massive Southgate fan.
Best England manager we've ever had.
Tottenham. Europa League's coming up.
Yeah.
Do you not think you got what it takes to win the Europa League?
If I'm a betting man,
No.
which I used to be, I would take all my money and I'd put it on Frankfurt to beat us.
Serious?
Probably, yeah. We're not very good.
You don't think you're gonna do it? Do you think you lot will win it?
No, I think Bilbao are. I mean, if we do get past Lyon in the quarterfinal,
Yeah.
I just think Bilbao are just. They're fourth in La Liga, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're fourth in La Liga.
Well, we've got to beat, I'd say, yourselves or Bilbao at home. Because if the final's in Bilbao.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're either playing Bilbao at home or United. And if we play United, I'm not going to watch the game.
Why is that?
We've beaten you. Andy's record against United has been 4 wins and a draw. There's no way in this world we're getting another win against United in a cup final.
Yeah.
Like you saw in City last year. Don't matter how crap you guys are, you'll
Cup
turn it
final way
on.
to beat 'em.
We'll bottle it. Something will happen, and someone will just turn up for you. Xerxes will only have a good game out of nowhere.
Hoyland
Like-
Patty.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That's if we get there. To be fair, because we both got really tough games. I think Leon. Have you lot seen that Ryan Cherky for Leon? What he's been doing for Leon? That guy's been balling out next level. man.
CHERKI.
Yeah, he's been. Do you see what he done to the under-21s? I think he got two assists and a goal against England under-21s, but he just tore them apart. And these are like you look at some of the players that were playing for the under-21s. A lot of them are like players that we recognise.
Well, hopefully they do
Adam
beat
Wharton and whatnot, and he just ran the game.
I hope they do beat you.
Who, Leon? Yes, I feel the same about Frankfurt without you.
I
lot,
hope
mate,
Leon
to be
gets to
fair.
the final, and then we get there and we're like.
I reckon
turn
one
them
of
over.
you two will win it though.
They got that.
Hopefully it's United. I can't.
Well, the final is in Bilbao, so that's why they're so desperate to get there.
Yeah.
Well,
And they got Rangers in the quarterfinal.
They'll beat Rangers.
Bilbao, yeah, they'll beat Rangers. Yeah,
Then who's got Bilbao after you lot? Whose side are they on to play?
they're no,
we
they're
got
outside.
Lazio.
Oh, you would have to
or-
play them.
Yeah.
We got Lazio or Bodo Glimt.
Bodo
Bodo Glimt,
Glimt,
but
yeah.
they actually could cause. an
They
upset.
score goals.
Yeah.
Who?
Bodo Glimt.
Yeah.
They win
might.
4-3.
Lazio
they
scraped
won
through
an-
that Pleasant
They
lot
play
as
a
well.
lot of attacking football.
So that wouldn't be the worst draw, but then could be the most embarrassing.
To be fair, Rangers, I was surprised that they knocked out Fenerbahce, Jose's Fenerbahce. Oh, I did not want to play Jose's Fenerbahce, but
Yeah.
Rangers knocked them out on penalties.
Mate,
So
Rangers. No one wants to go to Rangers. I know they actually almost fucked it out Rangers, but no one wants to go there.
Fenerbahce are just aging though. They're just again like that's what you get with a lot of the Turkish teams, isn't they? They just buy a lot of the
Old school players, isn't it?
old school prems. Like Dzeko's still getting the game now.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's 37, isn't he?
yeah.
Serious.
37, 38.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
And
quality in the
no
day.
one's stopping Cyril Dessers, mate. No defence in Europe is stopping Cyril Dessers. Do you know what I'm saying?
Nearly stopped him last week, although he did score the winner.
Yeah, you say it.
What about your boys?
What about us?
Chelsea.
Conference League.
Well, we can talk about that. Or we got Legend of Warsaw coming up, lads. Join us.
Think you lot gonna win it? Are you happy
I
with
think
the
we want
manager?
to be.
He knocked the mic over. Are you happy with it?
Maresca.
Yeah.
The question is who we're going to bring in. It's like there's a lack of good quality managers to bring in. Do you know what I mean? So trying to call for a manager's head. There's a lot going on, obviously, on behind the scenes at us at the minute as well, with the board, all that. So it's whether, you know, you want to take the punt and sack another manager and try and get someone else in, but it's just going to complete. It's the style of play at the minute as well. We're just very, very open. We're passing out from the back. We've not got a steady goalkeeper. So, you know what I mean? Most of our goals are from mistakes from the back.
Yeah, the goalkeeper's terrible.
Again,
you don't have had a goalkeeper problem for ages, though.
Don't get me wrong, Cucurella's been great last few weeks, but again, it's just, you know what I mean? It's just mistake after mistake after mistake. It's not like we're getting dicked over, essentially. It's just like silly mistakes from the back. Yeah. But even
I agree. To be fair.
it's just silly mistakes at the back. It's a style of play that he's trying to adopt. You know, passing from the back. It's naivety. It's changing the team all the time. It's players out injured. Fofana's come in. Fofana's come out. Badia Shield's been in. He's been out. You can't really get a steady defence.
Dancing all about.
What's your thought? So we had Sean. Big up Sean, man. We had Sean on a pod a couple of weeks ago, and I asked him this question. What's your thoughts on you guys going in for Quenda and getting him for like 2026 when you desperately need a goalkeeper, at least one centre back, and a striker?
Agreed. Yeah, no, I agree. I think that would have been the main port of call for me, was to just get a new keeper, because
he's playing FIFA, isn't he, man?
Exactly.
This guy's playing FIFA.
Todd Bowley.
Yeah, he's literally looking at potential. He's got scout on FIFA. He's like, 99 rated. Bam, done.
Because you sign this guy. Can I sign this guy?
Yeah, because you've got Esteval coming in
65 million we've just spent on 2 players.
And
65 million under the radar as well.
Yeah, one of them
44.2.
He got like 4 assists or something. He's like 18 years old or something stupid.
Don't get me wrong, he's very, very highly rated.
Yeah.
Very highly rated. Again, could be stroke of genius. He could be worth 100 million.
So is Anthony.
So was Anthony.
So was he though? So was Mudryk.
Yeah. Wish you'd let you have him. Oh.
He would have done it at you. Huh? I think he would have done it.
I think so as well.
He would have done it at you.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
He ain't got it.
No, I'll tell you, he would have got something out of him.
Yeah.
He would have got something out of him.
Maybe
you don't have to be good enough.
I don't think he's
got
good enough.
You don't always have to be good enough. They would have got something out of him.
I actually agree.
No.
I think they.
So what's going on with Martinelli?
Yeah, but Martinelli's better than what Mudryk is at Chelsea. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's been in the system longer, so he should be.
But Martinelli's not a bad player. Like, you underrate
bad.
Martinelli a lot. I don't think he's elite,
bad.
but he's not a terrible player. He's a decent player. He's a good squad
Your,
player
your,
to have.
your team has changed massively. You're not this. When he was there, you Saka, Odegaard, all these like free-throwing, attacking football almost. Now it's all has to be really solid. Let's not be. Let's bully everyone.
Trossard's been getting a few more games as well. It's like
injuries.
Yeah. It's not Martinelli's game. This the way you're playing. Like I feel like you had a couple of games where you got a bit bullied, and Arteta was like, I'm not letting this happen ever again. And it's like, I think Martinelli's a good player. I think the problem is he was so overhyped by your fans when he was playing well that now he's not playing well.
He's fallen off a cliff.
It's like, he's fucking shit. It's like,
hold on a minute. He was
no one's
supposed to be Ronaldo, was he?
You used to AFTV. They were like, he's better than Son. It's like, someone's winning the Golden Boot, and they're like, he's better than Son. It's like, and it's like, you need to bring yourself back down to earth and realise how good the guy actually is.
I've been saying this for ages, though.
Yeah. No, I understand. But the thing is, this is what I'm saying. For me, I think you underrate him too much.
No.
I don't think he's quality. I don't think he's like top class or anything, but he's a good player to have in your squad. He's useful. He's a type of player that can come on, change a game. You put him, bring him on against tired legs. He fights, he battles, he's got that courage where he keeps on going. You need that in a player.
Like,
he's good off the bench.
Who are you going to get for 30 or 40 million that would be better than Martinelli?
I would have kept Smith Rowe.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, but that's a different argument. That's got nothing to do with Martinelli.
It does, because Smith Rowe can play on the left.
He can play on the left, but predominantly he plays through the middle, wouldn't he, Smith Rowe?
But he was playing on the left. When Arteta was bringing him on, he was playing on the left.
I think the problem is...
Got a man in the match, got a man in the match from the left. Then he didn't play again.
Who was that against? Notts County in a League Cup?
Nah, man. There's a Premier game. Yeah.
Preston North End.
I think the problem you have is, though, it's like very like shoulda, woulda, coulda, because had Smith Rowe stayed, he'd probably be playing a lot because of the injuries, would have actually showed himself. But if they kept him, he might not have got the injuries. He might have just been sat there doing nothing. Nothing will happen. It's all kind of easy to be like, yeah, he could have done it.
Could have done it, but you never know. That's true.
In hindsight, should have kept him. Probably would have done well. Something you needed, but you can't rely on people getting injured.
That's true.
That's the problem.
Anyway, back to your point. I'm back to Trossard was the better signing. And then Madrid.
Trossard grabs a good goal, didn't he? Trossard does grab.
Trossard came to you like
one of the goal grabbers, like
27 mil.
Not bad, is it?
But he's like, this is the biggest moment of my life. Trossard, he was going to do everything in his power.
What's he, 28, 29?
But that was it. Like,
do you know what I mean? He's no spring chicken. Yeah, but it's not like he's got
going Arsenal was like, this is, oh my God.
Exactly.
Fine
He's
for the
never
league.
going to get a bigger move,
Yeah.
is he? So he knows
So when
that's
he-
going to
yeah.
be the peak years of his career. So he knows.
And he was part of that Belgium Golden Elite
Yeah.
team, wasn't
Yeah.
That never happened.
he? That
It never happened. Yeah.
Like England every time.
But
But not,
They beat us in a
That
playoff,
team.
didn't they? The third place playoff.
Yeah,
Didn't
they
they?
did.
meant nothing, mate.
That team was
Every
incredible, though,
tournament I thought, yes, this Belgian team's
They
gonna
had
do.
Hazard,
Yeah,
yeah,
you know that
yeah.
this
Yeah.
never showed up, man.
Tongan, Alderweireld.
Yeah.
But that was the
Lukaku.
most England team I've ever seen in my life. It's like, right, we've got Vermaelen, Company, Vertonghen, right. Right, so John Vertonghen, you go left back. Vermaelen, you go right back. Alderweireld and Company, you go there.
Yeah.
Right, let's just try and fit everyone in. It's like
Yeah.
Scholes on the left. It's like, how about you just fucking drop someone
Yeah.
and play a right and a left back?
Trying
and
to
then-
shoehorn these players.
Yeah,
in.
that's just, I've got to get Vermaelen, and he's great. It's like, yeah, but he's not as good as this guy. Like, join down,
Yeah.
just fucking drop one of them.
No boy
Pick a
out.
team. Yeah, no
Boyata.
Boyata, is he? Yeah. I think that's England's problem, wasn't it? All them years ago. Oh, can't drop Scholes, can't drop Gerrard, can't drop Lampard, can't drop
Can't drop
Rooney,
this
can't
one.
drop Owen.
Well,
Like,
the problem was the system. He played a rigid 4-4-2.
everyone played 4-4-2.
No,
It's such a, I
No,
know
like I'm
he's,
saying,
back
like
then,
if
yeah.
you wanted to fit him in, don't try and fit him in a system where you know it's not going to work.
I'll
with
tell
him
you, do you
fitting
know who killed us? Glenn Hoddle being saying stupid thing about disabled people. 'Cause he
He
liked
did.
three at the back.
He did.
That
Yeah,
could have
he
worked. That team, he liked the three at the back.
Mm.
We
That
were
would have worked with three at the back.
My dad
yeah.
says the same thing. My dad
Definitely
says
would've
if it
worked
wasn't
with
for that, Glenn Hoddle would have been a successful
Yeah.
England manager.
stupid.
Talks a lot of
absolute
sense.
idiot.
Hoddle. Even on punditry.
Nah, not now. He's a twat. My God, I've never known someone talk absolute nonsense in my life in country. I thought we were playing Fenerbahce or Galatasaray, who we had in our group, and he's like, Tottenham just need to get up the pitch and play football in their half. And we're like, it might not be Galatasaray, we'll goal up or something like that. It's like, mate, Glenn, they're chasing the game. They've got every man in our half. How can we get in their half and play football? It don't work like that, mate. Like, we can't just go kick the ball up there, go, lads, let's stand here for a little bit and pass the ball around. They'll sit back now. You know what I mean? Like, fucking guy's a bit stupid.
All the older generation fancy him as a player, though. Again, obviously, we probably never watched Glenn Hoddle play, but
I've seen his highlights.
but do you know what I mean? Like, genuinely, like one of England's best, I reckon.
But he's up
Well,
now.
him and Chris Waddle were quite similar as well, weren't they? With the way they played. That's what they say.
We've seen the
Before
highlights.
our
Way before my time, man.
Way before my time, mate.
Yeah.
The trophy did Tottenham win a trophy those times? Or
They
way
did
before that
actually.
as
They
well?
were, yeah, they were.
They,
What did you win, son?
so like, I was freaking say this all the time. So like, in 2 months before I was born, we won the FA Cup. We won the FA Cup, right? 91.
91, yeah.
That was yeah. No, hear me out. Listen, hear me out. So we were I think maybe 2 months, and we were the most successful club in England in terms of the FA Cup trophies.
What year was that?
At 91. At that time,
Yeah.
and then we've lost 8 semi-finals in the FA Cup in a row
Wow.
since that.
Thank
Since
you.
literally,
There's a God.
since I've been born. Like we were the most successful club in the FA Cup.
You're a jinx, kid.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah.
Jesus
Well, mate.
Christ.
You have Tottenham fans outside your house.
I've been to 2
He lives
England.
at 131.
I've been to 2 Euros finals for England. Lost both.
Bloody hell, man.
You are a jinx.
I don't know, mate.
Did you go to the 08 Cup final?
I didn't actually.
And you won it.
I did go 99 though. We won that.
Oh, Worthington Cup,
Yeah.
innit?
My dad almost had a fight with Robbie L.
Did he?
True story.
Oh, really?
Robert played for Wimbledon, didn't
He did, yeah.
Yeah.
He did.
See,
He's-
put that in your quizzes. I got it right.
Robbie L. It's like my dad got tickets from some, mate of a mate type of job
Yeah.
in Wembley. We had some unreal seats,
Mm.
and basically Robbie L. just kept coming down, and like I think he was in the studio. He kept coming back just to check on his kids, but he was always just standing in the middle, like standing in everyone's view. Didn't you? And my dad was like, "Can you sit down, you cunt?" Sorry, I apologise.
word.
Sit down, you effing something else.
There you go.
And yeah, it got a bit handsy. Well, not
Oh,
say
yeah?
handsy, almost got handsy. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
But then I saw him out. You know what I'm saying?
Sick. I've got a quick question for you. This current Chelsea team,
Yes.
who you keeping, who you selling, who's moving out, who's got to go?
Chuck some names at me and I'll
Cole
tell you,
Palmer.
rather than going,
Obviously, go.
keep you dip.
Nicholas Jackson,
Keep.
Modric,
Sell. But I don't even, well, because he's banned anyway. So sell.
Pedro Neto,
Keep.
Sancho.
Mate, we're going to be here all day, you know. They got me.
I'll do a keep or sell, yeah.
Sancho?
Sancho. Squad.
That's not
So
keep
yeah,
or sell,
yeah.
mate.
So
That's
you
not
keep
keep
it.
or
Alright,
sell.
I won't sit on the bench.
Enzo Fernandez,
Keep.
Nkuku,
Keep.
Casado,
Definitely keep.
Reece James. Would you keep him? It's a bit of a.
You have to keep him in it.
I feel like, again, he's just. upped my opinion again because of that great little free kick the other night. I know. Do you know what, mate?
That was a really good free
He's so good. Like
You
he is.
you can't
he
keep
is
everyone.
so good.
Yeah.
He is so good.
You can't keep.
I won't keep everyone. I'll keep James though. I'll keep.
It's a Luke Shaw situation
I'll
of Reece
keep
James.
Your
Yeah,
squad
I
is
just-
massive.
yeah,
bro.
it's
I'm looking at all
huge.
these
You're
players.
gonna
This is
be a-
going down Google forever.
I'll be scrolling forever, mate.
All right, Lavia,
Love him.
keep him.
Love him.
Sanchez, goalie.
Sell.
Madueke,
Yeah, I like Madueke. Keep.
Gusto.
Yeah, keep.
I like Gusto as well.
Yeah, I do. The thing is, they're all on
He's
8
got real
year.
gusto,
They're all
isn't
on
he?
8 year deals anyway, so it's going to be a nightmare to get rid.
We've
made our bed.
Chalaba.
I like Chalaba. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Good
should
squad
never have
player.
sold him. Should
No, I
never have
like
sold
him.
him.
I like Chalaba.
Colwell.
Yeah, keep.
Verona.
Fofana.
Fofana. Verona.
Fofana.
I told you I'm bad at names, man.
Wesley Fofana or
Yeah.
David Datro.
Bloody hell.
We-
How many
Wesley-
Veronas you
Wesley-
got?
Wesley
Seven?
Fofana.
You know you lot.
Wesley Fofana.
Where's he?
The only reason keep because I don't think we can recoup what we paid, and that's
You missed-
80 million quid.
That's a terrible.
What about
80
what about Dewsbury Hall?
So
Yeah,
Do you know how much players they got?
yeah, it's insane.
Mate, we're
insane,
scrolling here.
It's
Badia
insane.
Shil,
Sell.
Jorgensen.
Jorgensen, the goalkeeper.
Not seen enough of him, but what we have seen, sell.
Adebayo, Tosin.
Got him on a free. He's a good squad player to keep.
Do you like Nicholas Jackson? Do we actually?
I do like Jackson.
yeah.
I do like Jackson.
But do you think he should be your starting striker though, or do you think he should be a squad striker?
I think he should be us. With because we're not going to sign another striker, then definitely.
You don't think we're gonna sign another striker?
Not yet. No.
What this summer?
No, I don't think
Who's
so.
out there though?
I don't think so.
Aye, come on.
Who's
Osimhen.
out there?
Osimhen?
Yeah, come
Osimhen's
on.
went the
You've
way he
got-
went
you've got
to-
Gyökeres, you've got Osimhen.
Galatasaray.
Yeah.
Isaac.
What is that going to be too
We won't.
expensive?
We won't.
Sesko.
We won't sign a striker.
Sesko.
We won't sign a striker.
There's not a lot of options.
I find that astonishing.
You're throwing out
think
when you say
Ja-
Sesko as well. You're throwing out like Sesko's going to come along and do the job. Like look at everyone else that comes
No,
from
but he's
Germany.
Yeah,
a name
but
that's
if
in
they're
football.
taking punts on all these young players, you're better off going for a centre one as a centre
but
forward.
Jackson hasn't done a
The
bad
annoying
job.
thing, yeah, he's not done that bad. Well, he's been
Scored,
injured
how many
since
goals has he got this season?
9, but he's been injured
Wait,
since.
is that the
he's
league?
been injured
That's
since
the league,
February.
right?
He's been
Oh, is it
injured
league,
since
yeah.
February.
That's
He's been
his-
injured since the start. Yeah, it's the league.
Yes, in the league.
Yeah, he's got nine.
At one point, he was on a hot streak this
He
season.
was,
I
and
remember.
he's been picking up a few injuries
He's dead.
recently.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Bomba
no.
You have to sound it.
We're doing ad libs.
Yeah, he's been injured. Mate, he ain't played since the start of Feb. To be fair, we've had Nkunku filling in. He stretches the game. Don't get me wrong, misses a lot of chances. It is annoying. The only option I'd give back the other way would be that he's not a typical Chelsea striker with
Yeah.
what we've had in the past in terms of like a bully, aggressive, likes to get into people. He's more of a runner, which is how we're playing at the minute. So you got to kind of go with sort of the style of player that we're doing. Do you know what I mean? It was different when you used to get the ball into Costa, you used to get the ball into Drogba, people would play off.
He's more
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
Kalu kind
He's
of
more
striker.
like
isn't he?
he's literally he's on the last man. He makes a run.
Thing is,
Sorry, go on.
so you don't necessarily need him to get 20 goals if you've
He's not
got
that
Palmer getting.
I was just gonna say that.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Palmer
feel like
misses
Cole,
him though,
yeah,
innit?
yeah. I was just gonna say
Exactly, and but again, it's been hard for Palmer because as soon as Palmer dips off, our
Yeah.
form dips
The
off.
whole
Do you know
team,
what I mean?
yeah.
And the fact that Jackson was injured as well, it's kind of like, well, who are we turning to now to save us?
It's crazy, isn't it? You stop getting penalties and then
Oh, here we
you
go.
can't win a game.
Nothing's going
You can't
on.
win- you
I
can't win a
thought
game
that.
of football,
What's
isn't it? Like, it's
happened?
crazy, isn't it?
Is Palmer that good, do you reckon?
Yeah,
Do you reckon he's up
Yeah,
there?
yeah,
What
he's
do you
so
think
good.
about Palmer?
he is, mate.
Yeah, because
he's so,
I hate
he's
to
so
admit
Where's he
it.
gone?
He's so good.
Because he was
Hate
the
to admit
greatest
it.
thing in the world a minute ago. and then
To be that young
stopped.
and carry a team for that long, there's
How
gonna
long?
be, well, there's gonna. I'm saying
year?
for
about a
lot-
year and a half. Yeah.
I'm saying there's gonna be a dip at some point. You can't carry on.
Saka
doing that.
hasn't had a dip. We gotta rate my star boy, and he's back. He's back. So what? Who's better? You reckon Palmer's better than Saka?
He's a better footballer.
Yeah,
He's
I
a better
agree.
footballer than.
Yeah.
Technically,
Technically,
okay. Well,
yeah.
technically,
Better
he's more
footballer.
gifted, but overall,
Yeah, Palmer.
he's more.
No, Palmer.
No, how?
What do you mean how?
Because he's
But
where's he gone?
What's the overall there though? Because what you asking?
Yeah, exactly. Like, so if we're going on numbers,
Play
it's
different
Palmer. If we're
positions.
going
No,
on
but
footballer, it's Palmer.
Who would
What
you have
are
in
we
your
going
team? So who you have Palmer in your team over Saka?
Palmer. Of course, Palmer.
How?
Better numbers. Better player. There's your two options.
He scored more penalties though.
Where are you having Saka?
But he scored penalties.
Okay.
Saka takes penalties as well.
No, but Palmer's.
And he misses important ones.
Someone say Bumper Club, please.
Right. Palmer, that season he was banging a lot of goals. A lot of
Okay.
them was penalties.
Okay.
A lot
Okay.
of penalties.
Okay. So what are you having? Why? All right, let me just turn the argument back. Why is Saka better than Palmer then?
He's been more. He was carrying Arsenal in a worse team than that Chelsea team. 100%.
Disagree with that, actually.
Carrying
was.
Arsenal. What do you mean
He didn't
carrying?
carry-
He
He
bought. Of
carried
course,
you.
he's carried us. Him
What
and
do you
Smith
mean
Rowe.
by
that's-
carrying?
The
Like,
COVID
Smith Rowe, what, the
season.
guy that plays for
So the
Fulham?
COVID season, yeah.
yeah,
When we came back, it was Saka and Smith Rowe that got us on.
when you didn't come
Back on.
forth.
Carried you to where?
Yeah.
Carried us. It got us playing good. Got us scoring goals, and then he's kicked on from there. He's been consistent ever since.
I think what you're trying to say is Saka's done it over 4 or 5 years now.
He's been
Whereas
consistent.
Palmer done it for a year or so. Everyone was raving about him, and now he's sort
He's
of dropped
declined.
off. Yeah, but we don't know. But this is what we said last season in the podcast. We were raving about Cole Palmer. There was comparisons between Palmer, Saka, and Foden.
So was Saka.
Most people were saying Palmer. Most people. But then we did say let's wait and see what he does next season, because if he hits the numbers that he was hitting last season this season, then fairs. But he started off amazingly, by the way. He scored 4 goals in one of the games. didn't he? He was incredible. But since I think Jackson's injury and there's been a drop off from the whole team, but not just him, from the whole team. But I think that's what you're basically trying. No, I'm trying to back you here.
he's
Bro.
not-
I'm saying.
But like, you can bring comparisons to Odegaard as well, because Odegaard was
I don't rate
don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Odegaard was never in amongst the goals.
Yeah.
But I'm saying he was playing superb.
I don't rate him though.
Is Saka right? Doing the same? Is Saka getting in their team doing the same job Palmer's doing, and like?
I don't think so. No.
Exactly.
Because
No.
you're saying he carried you whatever,
Yeah.
but the last 2-3 years Saka's not carried you, has he? You've had a team effort. I'm not saying you're not better with him in the team, but you can't be like Saka's the one that carried us. He done really well for
Yeah.
you. Now you're there. Other people. are
Saka's
there.
our star.
Yeah, but Rice has come in and done the job. Odegaard's there. There's some
Saliba,
Gabriel,
yeah,
Saliba.
Saliba and Gabriel.
Come on.
Who you
Even the goalkeeper.
Yeah, like
Rice
you've got
been superb.
all these people there that have become a good team. You can't sit there and say Saka's still carrying us. He might have held you
No,
to a
from
point.
saying at a stage, you lot said
You made a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
when
he
you were
was
poor.
saying Palmer was carrying the team, Chelsea team. I'm saying the
Yeah, but-
team that Saka was good in.
But he weren't producing the numbers he did.
Nowhere near.
Can I just say one thing as well? I feel like over the last year, Palmer's transitioned more into a 10 than a right
Yeah,
midfield
that's
as well.
definitely.
So in theory, if they were playing in the same team, Palmer would play in Odegaard's position, and we can all agree that Palmer has got better output than Odegaard.
100%.
And Saka plays on the right. So if they can play together for England, for example, and play at the best of their ability.
Difference in the style of play as well. So everything Chelsea is through Palmer.
Yeah,
Everything is through Palmer from top
yeah.
to bottom. With Saka, because like you say, he's hanging out wide.
Yeah.
It's a different. It's a completely.
It
It's
is
apples and
dynamic,
oranges.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It is, yeah.
But are we all going to agree that Saka's the best? Out of Foden, Palmer, and the three.
I'm going to
he's
throw
the
you
best.
something out right now.
David Dunn.
Brennan Johnson scored more goals than him this season.
God,
So
I agree.
Brennan Johnson scored more goals than him this season.
Then who? Then Saka.
Yeah.
God, get out of here, man. Are you being serious?
I
He's
just said
injured.
goals. We're talking about stats.
I don't care about
So's
stats.
Brennan Johnson.
He's winding you up, mate. Don't
Brennan Johnson's apparently dating Lily Phillips, mate. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? He's preoccupied as well.
Do we agree
What?
that Saka's the best out of the three?
Out of what three? Well, Brennan
Palmer.
Johnson.
David Dunn.
And Anthony Elanga.
Bloody Anthony.
What, Palmer?
Foden
Nah, it's
and
Palmer, innit?
Palmer, Foden, Saka.
Palmer all day.
Palmer, technically.
Out of
is the
three, Foden. But in an England shirt, I never
Oh,
picked
horrible.
Foden.
No,
But
no, I
nah,
wouldn't
Foden.
pick
Can't. I always build.
best. How though? What are you going off? Are you going off eye test? Because if
Eye test.
what are we going off? What-
Yeah, good.
Mate, the geezer played as a false nine for Man City, and they like what? How many points they get that season? Well, they didn't even have a striker on the team, and he's carrying everything.
season last season.
Yeah, they played this season last season. The year before that, or 2 years before that, Haaland was there. He was playing literally through the middle as a false nine because that team was set up for Harry Kane, and Daniel Levy never answered the phone.
Is that what happens? Yeah.
Well, that's what Guardiola says. No, but he had Foden had to play a false nine, and look how good he was.
Look how shit. Wow, look how shit he is in England.
Yeah, because
But
England
Saka
England
steps
don't
up
play
every
the style of
occasion.
play. But he's a winger.
He
Yeah.
steps up.
It's a different position, mate.
It's a-
But
He steps
it's a
up
di- it's a
though,
different
man.
posi-
It's
a
like
can't say
Madweke,
that.
right? Madweke
On
can
the
do
left,
an
who's
England
England?
shirt.
Who plays on left for England more? Is it Gordon? No, who plays on left?
Well, Rashford.
There is not really a left.
Yeah,
There is
yeah,
no.
there's
There's no
yeah.
consistent
been-
player.
yeah, it's been
Alright,
like
fair
that.
enough. Cool.
Look, it's the problem with the English
Trying to
whole
shoehorn
England thing
Phil-
is
Phil
trying to fill
Foden.
everyone in.
Yeah.
That not the last year, it's Europe before that. Everyone was like, we've got to get in Mount, we got to get in Foden, we got to get in Grealish. Everyone was screaming for them three to come in.
Not necessarily Mount, I don't think. A lot of people.
Mount at a time.
At one
At a
point
time,
there was.
this
I-
huge thing about
Yeah, there
it.
was.
At
When he
one
re-
point there was
Grealish,
firing.
100%. Jack Grealish, 100%.
And then Foden, I think, playing against Scotland. And I think he started a game after that.
Yeah.
After the Scotland game because he was dreadful. And he brought Saka in. And to be fair to Saka,
No, Saka plays well for England every time. I mean, yeah.
But it's different. When
Yeah.
wingers are a lot different to someone like him, though.
It's true.
But
You've
you
got
know,
to think in
know
Europe,
what?
It's different.
Yeah.
The other thing about Saka, I feel like Saka's mastered that position now. He's,
Yeah,
holding
yeah,
off the defender, being able to, go onto his right. But before he was very, very left-footed. Now he can go onto his right. He's a bit more unpredictable. He's mastered that position. With Palmer, he barely got any game time at that level at Man City. That's why he went to Chelsea. He started off on the right, but then he was so good they just transitioned, and they had so many wide players that they just put him in the middle. So he's not had 2-3 years on a wide. Same with Phil Foden. You could
No, but
argue.
the reason why I'm saying it because everybody compares these guys to Saka. Palmer started playing good. Oh, he's better than Saka. He's disappeared.
All right, so why don't we say that Saka's better out wide, but as a 10,
Saka's
Palmer
better.
would be better.
That we
But that's
wasn't
your
talking
opinion,
about
though.
out wide. When he was comparing them, there was no out wide stuff. It was he's better. He's disappeared.
Disagree.
And I'm bringing it up. Where is your boy?
Disagree.
He's missing.
That's your opinion.
Where's your boy?
How long is when Saka due
Right.
back? Is Saka
Right.
due
I'm
back?
throwing
Is he back
Kulusevski in a ring here, man.
Oh.
Kulusevski. Why not? Why not?
Ding, ding, ding.
Let's play.
Get your Tottenham boys out. Yeah,
Can we just say, though, they're all...
they're all ballers.
None of them
Yeah.
are big game players.
Saka is.
No, it's not.
He is, man.
No,
You,
it's not.
you don't think Saka is?
No England player is a fucking big time player. I mean, you can sit there and say, look at Saka when the Champions League against Bayern Munich last year. Awful.
Nowhere near it.
Against a Bayern Munich team agency,
Do you know what, you're
they
right.
stepped a bit of pressure
You're
up,
right.
and he was like,
Nowhere near
he
it.
took a corner in like the 94th minute,
I
and
remember
didn't
that,
even
yeah.
get off the ground,
Yeah,
did it?
right,
It's
right.
like no England player has got any ball.
Even against Man
No
City.
England
No, they don't. They don't. You look at Palmer, stuff like
Palmer
that.
scored.
Palmer's gone missing. No, I'm
Since
not, don't
Wayne
get me
Rooney?
wrong.
Since
but he's
Wayne
the-
Rooney, would you say?
Yeah.
Since my
Even
son?
with, like, forget about just an English show. I just think England players in general don't seem to have. There's like very few now that kind of seem to do it in the big
Just have to
occasions.
grind.
Like,
Yeah.
So Maine's done well in like moments, like got to go on the final.
Yeah.
Like,
Your boy.
but
Yeah.
in big games, you see these players go missing. Palmer's gone missing
Yeah, of
a
course
lot
he
of
has.
times.
Yeah,
Saka's
yeah,
gone
yeah.
missing in big games. Like Kane used to go missing in big games. Like
Yeah.
you sit there and say how great they are. They still go missing. Foden go missing. They're not. You never see a game. You never
Bellingham.
goes missing.
Nah,
he
Jude-
comes up
Jude-
big moments,
a
but he can
baller.
go missing.
He can go missing,
I
but
feel like Jude is-
Bellingham's the clutch player.
Yeah,
Bellingham's
yeah.
the guy.
Yeah, I
It's
agree.
very.
He's the one that
That overhead
we
kick, was it
build-
against Slovakia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to just build around Bellingham essentially. Have to.
I don't know, we're talking about England, or we're talking about how good Kulusevski is. Like,
I love how every conversation he tries to go back to. But Tottenham are still here.
The insecurity.
you know those-
exactly.
The insecurity.
Because
is
you
so
look like
real,
a
innit?
Swede.
All right, I'm gonna. Since we're talking about Arsenal, my boy, Arsenal's got a new sporting director. I'm gonna get his name wrong. Andrea Berta.
Andrea Berta.
Andrea Berta. So we signed a few players. I'm gonna ask you what you think. Yeah.
I've seen the top one. I know number one.
Yeah. It's João Felix.
Yeah.
How much was he? Tell us.
113 million.
Pounds.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I remember.
Nah, that would be Euros.
I went to the Nations League. I watched.
It's pounds.
Four-
Is that pounds?
Pounds.
Went to the Nations League. It was just like they signed him in the
I think it was
summer.
yen.
Yeah.
He's playing Switzerland, Portugal, and he was on the pitch and he was just getting in Ronaldo's way, and Ronaldo was fucking fuming.
Who was?
João Felix.
Oh,
João
João
Felix.
Felix.
And
Yeah.
João Felix come off Ronaldo score hat-trick.
Oh, swear.
Like he's crap. I've always thought he's crap.
You're a Chelsea man.
I
What
like-
do you think?
Well, when Felix literally made his debut at Fulham,
Got sent off.
got sent off, but he was so good.
Yeah, I
He
was
in
watching that
first
game.
half.
Yeah,
He
that was
unreal.
away, wasn't it?
Away,
Yeah, I
away. It
watching
was
that
a
game.
Monday night
Yeah.
game.
I've had good games at goals, mate. Don't
I've
mean I'm a
seen-
good player. I mean, like,
I've seen flashes. I can see. Do you know
see
what I
the
mean?
talent
You can
in
see
him.
He's
Yeah.
got it there.
Yeah,
He's got
yeah.
it there. Again, it's consistency.
But what?
Being a top player is being consistent at that level,
Yeah.
and he's just not been
it's
consistent.
not like he was not
Been
like
in and
by
out.
Simeone.
But where he
Clearly.
goes, he's just getting benched everywhere he goes, and they don't want him.
That should
Been
tell you
playing-
something, man.
Yeah,
Should
he's
tell you
been,
something,
mate.
yeah.
He's
But
had
you can
minutes.
see the talent
Yeah, but
in him.
you
Like
know
he's
what?
a baller, but it's just not.
We had this conversation before.
Yeah.
When you're playing at this level, talent is not enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Ability is not
Consistency.
enough.
Consistency.
It's your mentality,
Say that
it's your
again?
work rate.
Consistency.
Yeah, consistency.
Consistency.
Jordan Henderson. That's why. He
Right, he signed another player, Julian Alvarez, 82 mil from Man City.
Yeah.
Why do people? I see something the other day about like how great his business is. Julian Alvarez is not like great business.
I don't think so
Everyone knows
either,
who
yeah.
Julian Alvarez. It's not
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
he's gone out there and gone, oh that
Oh.
City striker's not bad.
Yeah,
is he?
yeah,
He's not looked under a rock for him, is he?
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
he's there, and
He's
he's
80
probably
million.
overpaid for it.
Yeah.
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 And this is, me and
Yeah.
Frank was talking about this in a way. He signed a lot of these players. but
Yeah.
None of them's really been out of this world
Yeah.
signings, and they're quite known already. So
Yeah.
another one was Morata from Chelsea, 58 mil.
Oof.
He done a decent job for Atletico
It's a
Madrid.
lot of money.
Yeah, I mean,
but not for 58
we
mil.
done well to get a few quid back from him. I think,
Yeah.
to be honest
It's
with
a
you.
crazy amount of money.
Costa, Chelsea, 57 mil.
You signed him back for 57 million.
Listen,
Off
I
us.
tell you all the time,
Yeah.
Chelsea sell well, man.
Yeah.
I always say this. I say this
Wait,
all the
I
time. They
thought-
get a lot of money.
I saw this earlier. I didn't think it was from Chelsea. I thought
Let me have a look at that.
They
Yeah,
paid a lot,
Chelsea.
mate.
So hold on. So they bought three players from Chelsea. They bought Morata for 58 mil, Diego Costa for 57 mil, Conor Gallagher for 34 mil. And when you think Chelsea also sold Kai Havertz to Arsenal for 65 mil,
Big chunk.
55 mil
Yeah,
from
yeah.
Mason Mount, they sell well. Chelsea sell well.
Good
That's the
I keep
reason why
saying
they say
this.
about our transfer
PSR,
policy.
yeah.
Because
Yeah.
we get a lot of money from
Yeah,
the players.
they sell well.
Again, it's not great business, is it? Signing
No.
Costa
No.
for
No,
50 something
no,
million.
not at the age. he was like that.
Terrible business.
I think the Gallagher deal's a good deal.
34
Was it
million, yeah.
34?
It's
Yeah,
good.
that's
That's
good.
good.
Gallagher's a baller.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Griezmann,
I like Gallagher.
25 mil.
Yeah, good deal. Really good
Was
deal.
that
Griezmann's
back
a baller.
from
From
Barcelona?
Barcelona,
And they
yeah.
paid 120
Yeah.
odd for him, didn't they?
Griezmann's
they
a
paid a lot
baller.
of
Didn't
money.
they pay a lot? They paid over 100
Yeah,
million.
that's
for him.
like
Should have given
it's
him 30
decent
or
business.
something.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
We've signed a lot of dud players like Alexis Sanchez and whatnot, but I feel like Griezmann is one that we were strongly linked with. He would have been.
Hey,
been
bookies
really
wouldn't
good for
even
United.
take odds on that bet anymore. They were literally like, market's
Yeah.
closed. You can't.
What,
he's-
Griezmann to United.
Yeah,
wouldn't
yeah.
it?
I, I used to
Done deal,
work at a
basically,
bear
innit?
company.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't take
We
bets
would
anymore.
have, yeah, we would have. I feel like because you know what it is with Griezmann, he doesn't rely on pace, he doesn't rely on strength, or he's like Juan Mata. He just
flows
appears.
well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can't
yeah.
mark him out of the game. He's
Yeah.
just a clever player, great touch,
Yeah, he's a good
good
player.
finisher as well.
Cunha, Hertha Berlin. They got it from him 22 million.
Okay.
He's a good player, but he
Yeah.
didn't actually do. He didn't play much for. Well, he didn't.
He was-
seem to
he was
set
good
the
at
world
that.
That's
right.
what I said. He wasn't
Yeah.
amazing for Atletico Madrid.
You don't go Wolves if you're
Yeah,
quality. For
exactly.
Atletico
Yeah,
Madrid.
if you've got half of Europe
Yeah.
after you.
Yeah.
Luis Suarez, 5 million from Barca.
Again, that's not
Yeah,
great.
that's-
That's great deal
yeah.
when you think
It's
about
a
it. Yeah, great deal.
but it's
not
like it's an aging Suarez. isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
It's-
He won a league for them, didn't he?
Yeah.
For Atletico, yeah.
Yeah.
great business,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah,
not
yeah,
like
yeah,
oh, I've
but it's
scouted this guy.
Exactly. It's not like it doesn't take a genius to be like Suarez is available for 5
And then
million.
Memphis
We'll have him.
Depay, Barcelona 2.6 mil. So
That's not a bad deal.
all these players, there's nothing.
But you know
Well,
what?
there's always- yeah.
What's the main thing you notice from there? What
Strikers.
They're all strikers. But well, apart from Gallagher, they're all pretty
Yeah.
much strikers or forwards.
Sorry to interrupt. Was that his top signings?
These are the top signings.
That's his top signings.
Yeah.
So yeah, most of them will be strike. You're not going to well.
Yeah.
It's
They
now
cost the
Rodri
most
was on there,
money.
wasn't it? Rodri was on there, I think. I saw that earlier.
Rodri?
I think
No,
Rodri
he's
was
on this one.
Sure.
Notable signings from Atletico.
I thought I saw something with Rodri or something.
Yeah.
So, but maybe you don't need a striker.
He's just gonna go and spend 100 million.
Yeah.
It's
Rocker
sack
is
and go
also-
there, yeah.
Clever. Well,
Clever
he's
transfer
gonna,
business.
Yeah.
so I don't think he's just great. What's so good about
He's
him?
no
We'll
guru.
see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Well, you could probably overpay for Isaac. Yeah, that might be the.
Because I would want somebody that's gonna find a gem. You
Who
know,
do you-
like
Yeah.
As an Arsenal fan now, where do you think A you should strengthen and B who should it be?
up front and left wing.
Up front, left wing. Who
Yeah.
are you taking up top now?
Oh, what is that?
No,
That's
be
mine.
realistic.
Isaac still? We've got money, bro.
Yeah, but they
We have money to
They-
spend.
They have
So
to
if
sell him.
Isaac could go Liverpool, why would he choose Arsenal?
I think he's an Arsenal fan. I'm sure he's an Arsenal fan.
Okay.
Arsenal,
didn't know
London.
that-
Yeah, I'm sure he's
I
an
don't.
Arsenal
I still
fan.
don't.
I think we was linked. We're linked to everybody.
I said this last time. I can see him going to Liverpool because Liverpool, just like Chelsea, Liverpool sell well, and I feel like they're going to get a lot of money for Darwin Núñez this summer.
You can have Darwin Núñez. There you go.
That's an Arsenal signing.
Andrea Berta's going to pay 80 million for it. Like, yeah, that's what they brought me
I
in
think
for.
you'd get more of a Watkins,
You reckon?
someone like that.
Too late now.
Do you know?
Something like
Do you know who I reckon we're gonna sign in Cuckoo?
And Kunku.
I got a feeling he's linked. He gets
Well,
Chelsea
I mean,
players.
he's only 60 million if you want to buy him. We'll
I've
sell
got a
him for
feeling.
60.
We buy Chelsea rejects.
And he's injury
He
prone.
likes to buy Chelsea players.
And he's injury prone.
Yeah,
So.
we're either gonna sign in
Yeah.
Cuckoo, but
Good signing.
I want Isaac or
Gyökeres.
Gyökeres.
Yeah.
One of the two.
I'll say again, I don't think Gyökeres is the right striker for Arsenal.
Why?
I just don't
He's a
feel
bag
like.
man.
Yeah, no, he is.
Big
but
boy though, 6'2", built.
I just feel like.
That's what we need. We like tall guys.
No,
Oh my
I
God.
don't know. They're just,
See me
That way you
after
got
this
Matt
if you
next
want me, mate. See me after this.
yeah, I mean,
have you
I
gone
could
red?
be wrong, but
Gee, that jumper's coming on, isn't it?
yeah, no, I mean, I could be wrong, and I'm sure he would score goals, but I just don't feel like he'll put anything up like the numbers that I feel like Isak would.
But do you feel like he could capitalise where Havertz hasn't? So he'd be getting a lot of them.
Who, Gyökeres?
Because I mean, like, listen, your set pieces. Everyone knows about your set pieces. I know they're overhyped, but I'm saying your set pieces still. No, but it's a massive weapon.
It's a weapon. It is, yeah.
I'm saying Gyökeres, 6'2", 6'3". He's going to be in the box as well.
That's why it'd be a good signing.
Do you know what I mean? And it's like if you're talking Havertz, you sign Havertz to be that sort of beanpole up top as well. You know what I mean? He's 6'4". So
Chris Wood, mate, 80 million.
Chris Wood.
That's what you were saying, Chris Wood.
They could do a job now, wouldn't
Nah, man. We
it?
can't.
No.
Chris
At
Wood.
this current moment in time, you're going to tell me you say no to Chris Wood?
But they're
100%.
not going to sign.
We
Chris
can't
Wood.
sign.
No,
Chris Wood.
I'm talking about if he's in your team right now.
Oh, right, the
You
season.
literally.
Well, I
in that
said
team right
Mateta.
now-
January.
I said John.
Yeah,
Mateta,
Mateta,
right, yeah.
Mateta would
No, but
win.
Chris,
Yeah.
you tell me Chris Wood couldn't do the job the way you play. Put crosses in
He'll
the
get
box. Look
goals
at the
in, but
goals
we-
Moreno scored. Like,
Yeah,
look
but
like
he-
Rice, the headers he gets. Like, you tell me
Moreno,
Chris Wood
yeah.
wouldn't fucking.
He scores,
Yeah.
but if Arsenal went and bought Chris Wood, the fans would go ballistic.
Of course they would.
Could you imagine?
Yeah.
Of course
Chris
they
Wood
would.
in Arsenal. Come on.
Of course they
man.
would. Of course they would. Of
Yeah.
course they would. You obviously need a marquee signing, but when that marquee signing does absolute F all, and you're complaining again because we should have bought Isaac. Fucking hell, we should have.
But maybe
we
that's
should
why
have
they
spent
brought
150 on
in
him.
Berta to try and get that marquee signing, because that's what he does clearly.
What can we get for what can Newcastle get for Isaac? Because Newcastle are not
100
gonna
mil, 100
like,
mil.
They're really
120.
Isac's going to dig his heels in if he wants to go, and it's going to be a bit messy, and it's going to be a bit hot because Newcastle aren't going to just be like, okay, you bid 80 million, for
Yeah.
example. He's gone. It's not going to happen.
They paid about 80 for him, innit?
Well,
60,
yeah,
65, I
60,
think.
Yeah, but
Was
I
it
mean,
85 euros?
Maybe,
Maybe,
yeah.
yeah.
60, 65
yeah.
mil.
So even if you bid
I think
90 or 100,
it's too much.
he's
man.
not going to go.
It's too much.
He's
It's-
not
it's
gonna
too
go
much
in
money.
if
and
you're
he's
Newcastle
injury prone.
How old is Isaac now?
25.
He gets injured
Good
a
age,
lot.
yeah. It's good age.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a big risk. I know, like you can sit there and say, "Yeah, we need to take them risks," but surely there's something they can get. It's a lot of money.
But it's like again, but if you're Arsenal, who
Right.
can you get?
Let me throw a name out there, and it's not going to happen because he's at Barcelona. But imagine you lot went and got Lewandowski for 2 years.
Yeah, see that would that.
Imagine
you
the kind of
could-
goals that he'd score for you lot,
Yeah.
just for 2 years, short-term
If he
contract.
wants to try his
You know
luck
what I
in the
mean?
Prem, yeah, he's
Yeah.
never been over to the Prem. It's
See,
probably
that's
the
it, though,
last
innit?
piece of the puzzle.
We said about Suarez there, Atletico. Suarez went
Yeah.
to Atletico Madrid.
Won
Yeah.
the league.
Won
Yeah.
the league at
Yeah.
fucking whatever
Yeah.
age.
Yeah.
He's clinical.
That's a
He's
mate,
one of the best strikers of the last decade or
Ridiculous.
two.
That's-
Still,
that's
fit
a
as
better
a
option.
fiddle as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
That's a
Fit as
better
a fiddle. Like
You
he.
say Rashford to Barca, Lewandowski to the Prem.
You never know. You never know.
No, but there's
never know.
there's strikers like that out there that obviously will do a job. They're just obviously
The thing is, a lot of people these days don't look down on them sort of signings of because you want to build something. Do you know what I
You
mean?
want younger.
So it's
Yeah.
it's more of a plan for the future. But again, Arteta needs to win the league.
I think
He's done, man.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
It's
done.
like he
Time's
hasn't
up.
Time's
he
up.
hasn't got time to wait.
you sacking him.
No. Yeah. Next season, I'm out. I'm done.
no, but
In
you
the
know
summer, you sacking him.
Not this year. Next year. I'm
What
out.
I was just gonna say is Arteta looks like the kind of guy that
January.
won't want to sign it like that because he wants full control of the dressing room. A signing like that, if he makes a wrong decision or a wrong substitution or a wrong move, he might question that. Arteta won't like that. That's why he got rid of players like Aubameyang and Ozil as well. He wants full control of the dressing room. That's why he likes a lot of players to be a lot younger.
So you can bad them up.
Yeah, it's true. It's true,
Mamba
yeah.
Club.
Your bomber player. Who would you sign? Who would you get?
Who would I sign?
If you was Arsenal manager.
I need a goalkeeper. Oh, for
No, for Arsenal, yeah. Who would
Who
you,
would
who
I
would you
sign?
bring in? Yeah.
Who would I sign? I think Matt makes a good point.
Go on, daydream.
Isac's gonna be 100 plus,
Yeah.
and I think Liverpool might be on the hunt for him as well.
Mm.
Mate, I think someone like even like Osimhen. I know he's gone.
Yeah.
I'm saying
Osimhen's a good signing, you know.
Osimhen.
Yeah.
I'm saying he
It's the
suits.
same
he's-
problem, mate.
But I'm saying again,
same
there's
problem.
not many out there. It's not many.
Yeah,
out
but
there. That's what I'm
Osimhen's about 50, 60 million.
That's
He's
what I'm
not.
saying.
He's
You
nothing
could
like
get
that. It's
Osimhen
that
cheap.
price.
He's on. Wait, who is he on loan at Galatasaray?
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Surely you don't.
And
have to take
Napoli want to get Napoli.
They wanna
I'm
get
sure you got to
they'll
spend
get rid-
60 million on him.
You could probably get him for 45, 50.
50,
Get him on
I'd say
loan.
50, 60
No,
million.
but I'm saying Osimhen, proven numbers,
Yeah.
and it's something that you could probably get after and then spend half the price that you'd spend on Isaac.
I just think it's a
That's
style
true.
of play though. Is it going to suit certain players? The way
Well,
you're
that's what I
playing
mean.
at the moment, it's
He's
just
almost
so-
like a Drogba in the way he plays. I'm saying
Yeah.
if you're going
Powerhouse.
with
I think you're better off getting a. It's better off you having someone like a Salah-ish on that left, like someone who will score goals.
Nico
from the
Williams.
front.
someone like
just
that.
just a little Mo Salah to pick
You
up.
need a no, Mo Salah has always been a goal scorer. Like you had Firmino and Mane and Salah were the goal scorers. Firmino done all the donkey work.
Red
right?
arrows, yeah.
You look at Saka. He comes inside. He puts that ball to the back post beautifully. Right. You need someone there. You need someone that can score you 20 goals.
An
from
informed
the
Raheem
left.
Sterling like he was at City.
Yeah, well,
Like Raheem Sterling was a tapping merchant at City.
Perfect. You don't necessarily.
Is there any wingers out there like that? No.
That's the thing.
That's the
That is
next
the-
on the left.
that
hand
is
So
side.
this is what we're saying. So
The market's dry.
it is.
But that's probably.
Do you know what?
That's probably
I
a better place
completely
to go.
disagree, man. I disagree. I think there's a lot of good young players out there. I mean, you look.
That's gonna come in one
But
second.
with the numbers that he's suggesting, someone
What,
that's
Salah's
gonna get
numbers?
you.
No,
no,
not Salah's
Not,
numbers.
but I'm
no.
saying you
The
want
Saka gets good numbers. I'm
you
talking
want
about.
you want
just another-
19 like 18, 19 out.
And Buemo, Cunha.
Would Mbuemo get 18, 19?
Well, he
Again, I know he's done. Like you say, he's done well for Brentford. He's done well for Brentford. Again, you're gonna have to pay a lot for him.
but yeah, and the problem is, I think he plays from the right predominantly.
Yeah,
as
he
well.
does.
Everyone plays on the right, don't they?
Yeah, it's my throwing my hat into the ring. When you said who, I would go with Osimhen because he's an actual natural striker. I think you're lacking an actual
It's
striker.
hard work, isn't it? Like Havertz does a job because he works his box off.
Yeah, but I'm saying
Is Osimhen going to be that?
Yeah, but
if
Havertz
you're
don't
whipping,
score, though.
if you're saying Saka comes in and whips it to the back post, Osimhen can
Yeah,
get into that
yeah,
back post
yeah.
and bully, man.
He's
Yeah,
leaving.
but then
score
who?
headers.
No, I'm not saying. But then who's in the middle?
No, but that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying you're adaptable, aren't you? Like you can interchange. It's not like you're just predominantly through the middle.
I just don't know. I think if-
There's still that thing. We might not even sign a striker.
No, you will. You will.
Where's Havertz going?
You will sign a striker.
Where's he going?
It's going to be a squad game.
Havertz
It's gonna be a
can't.
squad
Yeah,
game.
but he's going to go on the bench.
No,
he
well,
can't play.
He'll go on the bench at times. He might play as the 10 instead of Odegaard at times.
Yeah.
If Odegaard get rested, you said this season yourself you missed Smith Rowe, so maybe Havertz can drop a little bit deeper. You
He
rotate.
can't play. He's not good deeper.
Yeah, but not as an 8.
Yeah.
Not as an 8, no.
Yeah.
But as a 10, yeah. But the second striker, yeah.
Yeah.
What about left winger? Who's out there? Apart from Nico Williams.
Semenyo is he left wing?
Hudson
Yeah.
Odoi, Anthony Elanga. Brighton have got some players as well. Brighton have got some good young
Yeah.
players.
Matoma's a good one.
Yeah.
I'll take
Yeah,
Matoma.
but
He's
Matoma's like
knocking
28.
on, yeah,
He's
he's knocking
28.
on.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah.
Yeah,
so-
yeah.
That's another Trossard signing, isn't it?
Exactly.
I'll take him
Yeah.
though.
They
I'll
just
take him.
turned down 100 million from Saudi, didn't they?
Was it that much?
It was crazy money, wasn't it?
Yeah, they did. They turned out a lot of money.
It was crazy
Yeah.
money.
The transfer market's whack, man.
Yeah. Anyone that shows any sign of
Yeah.
Yeah.
the one that everyone wanted as well that went PSG was Zach Kvaratskhelia.
Yeah.
And he looks brilliant. He looks brilliant.
They got
Yeah.
him.
He
Yeah.
looked really good against Liverpool.
Yeah.
But they're like you say, they're front three now. That Barcola,
The bench.
Kvaratskhelia,
I love
Dembele,
Barcola.
like brilliant,
Yeah.
like lovely little
Get
playing some good
Mbappe,
stuff.
mate. You.
But you know what? You know what? Funny you say that. I think Rodrigo. He's playing at the moment, but he might be pushed out of the team eventually.
Yeah.
He'd be an amazing signing for so many teams. I rate him really, really highly, Rodrigo. I don't think they'll let him go easily, but if they go and get another player, because Real Madrid are always on the lookout, then because they got Brahim Diaz as well. That's another player.
What
at Real Madrid.
do you think is the cause of like the decline of an old-fashioned striker, essentially? Because like you say, like
Pep Guardiola.
top of the charts now. Of course, we've got
Pep.
It's a good,
Pep. It is Pep.
Exactly.
It's Pep.
And like the top of the charts now, of course, you've got Salah, but I'm saying Haaland's the only one there, and Isak maybe. But I'm saying
Well,
you've
obviously
got
Kane was there, but obviously
Kane was there, but I'm talking about across Europe in general. Like you said, like there's no real
Falcao, Zlatan,
Alan Shearer's even.
Lewandowski,
You know what I mean?
It depends. It's the style of football. You've seen in Forest how Chris Wood's getting numbers by the way
Yeah,
they play.
exactly.
Just a very attacking.
And what's their possession is one of the lowest in the league.
yeah, but they're going to get a
Because
ball.
what
It's
they
like
do-
break, bam,
That's it.
cross.
Young kids coming through now haven't got that greed element as a striker and trying to bag goal. Like when like you say, when they were coming through, it was Owen, Fowler, Cole, Phillips,
Defoe,
Do you know what I mean? You can keep going and you can just be. All of these guys were greedy. And they just love to slot goals. Like, do you know what I mean? And that was what they had in common. They just knew that they were going to score. Like, that's exactly.
Yeah, but they always had a partner, didn't they?
But
There
that
was
again,
a-
so the
Yeah,
decline of the
football's changed as
4-4-2
well.
guy doing a bit of a donkey job for him.
is that too.
But
But I'm saying it.
Heskey
like,
and Owen.
Yeah, exactly.
Niall Quinn and Phillips, mate. That's
Niall
the
Quinn
one.
and Phillips, yeah.
That's the one.
But it's
Can't
like
feel
it does
cold.
feel like that role is kind of being usurped a little bit, isn't it? Like That's a good
Tiki-taki
old-fashioned-
football.
But yeah,
exactly.
it is.
But
It
kids
is.
coming through
Yeah,
now,
it
you
is.
don't really see a
Cheeto
big-
Cheeto Obi at United with the one that we got from Arsenal.
he's a young
He's
kid,
selfish,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
He looks like he just wants to score goals.
That's why he
He's a killer.
scored like 20 goals a game.
Yeah, he's an
But
absolute killer.
that is why Haaland's scoring goals, isn't he? 'Cause
Exactly.
He's don't actually care about
Exactly,
playing
he's
for anyone
selfish.
else. Yeah,
He's
he just
selfish.
gets
You have to
the
be when
penalty.
you're a striker, though.
Yeah, and if
You
you
have
miss
to be,
one,
yeah.
your mind's
Yeah.
got to go right.
Yeah.
I'm scoring.
Doing
Yeah.
it.
I'm scoring. I'm scoring.
You look at
Doesn't
players like
matter.
Inzaghi,
It is-
Van Nistelrooy.
Yeah, absolute.
I think
Legends.
Killers in
strikers
front
get a
of
bit,
goal.
strikers get a bit bored now.
They are.
You can see
yeah.
with Harry Kane. Harry
don't
Kane
touch
is
the
just
ball.
like,
Is it something to do
come
in the
on,
youth
give me
as
the
well?
ball.
With like the kids coming, the kids coming through, like they want to be Ronaldo and Messi now. You know what I mean? No one wants to be a Shearer. No one wants to be a.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's how you
Skillful.
talk.
They wanna
as
be
well. Do you know
dribblers.
what I
They wanna
mean?
be dribblers,
Exactly.
yeah.
I want to be Salah now. I want to be Ronaldo. I want to be Messi.
But
I
that's
don't
because
wanna-
that's the main guys. That's
Exactly.
like who
But
you
that's
was-
my
yeah,
point. So
yeah.
that whole fundamental
Number
number
nine's
9,
dying.
wearing number 9 on your back's sort of falling by the wayside a little bit.
Need more crouches on me.
Shout out
6
Crouchy.
foot
Need more
9.
crouches.
Speaking of PSG, we're going to touch on the Champions League.
Mm.
Who's going to win? Who's going to win the Champions
Right.
League?
Do you want to say who you said earlier? Who you feel like is
I
going to win?
feel like because like a little surprise package. I say surprise, not complete surprise package, but I feel like Munich are being a little bit overlooked.
I said that.
Still a little bit overlooked. I know like PSG have looked superb. Don't get me wrong.
They're the
Madrid
most
are always
informed,
going to
I
be the
think.
favourites.
Who do PSG get if they get to the semis?
Yeah, check that.
Is it
one out.
Arsenal? Is it Real
It's
Madrid?
Arsenal and Real Madrid. See, my dark horses are actually Inter Milan, who play Bayern Munich next.
Milan, yeah, anyone can win it at this point. At this stage now, anyone can win it because you can shit out.
Who's the other game in that side? Munich, Inter. Who's the other one?
Is it Dortmund?
Yeah,
Barcelona.
Dortmund,
So you got
Barcelona.
you got
Dortmund,
Bayern Munich, Inter, Arsenal, Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Barcelona could just end up sneaking into
Yeah,
that. couldn't they?
Barcelona.
They've
I
sneaked
think
into that
that's
final.
what I'd say as well.
They've every
Who?
team.
Barca.
Yeah.
No, the Barcelona, they're that side, aren't
could,
they?
yeah.
Barcelona play like you said.
Imagine a
Inter or-
Barcelona Real Madrid final.
Where is it?
That'd be
Where is
crazy.
it this year?
Germany.
Germany.
Right. Then
So
you
you
got
could-
PSG, Aston Villa. PSG's gonna
PSG will
spank
do a
them,
job on
innit?
him.
Yeah, I
You'd
think.
think so.
But listen, man,
Rocket Villa Park.
Emery masterclass, man.
He's a European.
Oh yeah,
manager, man.
yeah. What a job he's done by the way, that guy.
Yeah.
Who do you
Never
think's gonna win
sacked
though? Who's gonna win? Who reckons gonna win Champions League?
I don't really care about Champions League, man.
What a hater,
More of a
innit?
Europa League type of guy.
Yeah,
Thursday
yeah.
nights is my night.
Proper football, innit, man? Yeah, proper football.
I'll go Munich because I said it earlier, but
I think Real Madrid because they're just it's just
go
their trophy, innit?
You go.
Inter. I just like to be different, so I'm gonna say
Going
Inter.
Inter?
Mm.
Okay, I'm going Arsenal. Got to back my Red Army! Come on,
Don't
Arsenal.
let them
bomber
out
club
much,
button,
sorry.
Crying next episode.
being a straight jacket.
Right, should we do the quick fire round?
Yeah, go on, you can do it.
Should we do that?
Yeah.
Quick fire.
Right. So first of all, let's do Ben. Chelsea quick fire round. Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
So we'll drop out a couple of names for you,
Mm.
and then you tell me who you'd pick of the two.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
So Ricardo Carvalho or Antonio Rudiger,
Carvalho.
Reece James or Aspilicueta.
Aspi.
Really?
Yeah.
Wayne Bridge or Cucurella,
Cucurella.
Kante or Makalele,
Quick fire, Ben. Kante.
Mata or Joe Cole,
Joe Cole.
Matic or Caicedo,
Caicedo.
Fabregas or Ballack.
Love both of us. Fabregas.
Wow. okay.
Great. When we won that league, he was so good.
Yeah,
with
he
Costa.
was,
He linked
yeah.
up so well.
Arsenal boy.
Cole Palmer or Zola,
Zola.
Yeah.
Zola
Yeah.
all day.
Diego Costa or Drogba.
Dids.
Yeah, did he?
Dids, mate.
Hazard or Robin.
Hazard.
What about in their prime? Hazard or Robin?
Hazard.
Yeah, fair.
So good.
And Crespo or Hasselbank.
Jimmy Floyd.
Yeah.
Loved playing against the Spurs, didn't he, Matthew?
Don't know.
Jimmy
Right.
Floyd. Yeah.
Henry or Drogba.
Who's better?
Yeah.
Henry.
Oh. You're a
Henry.
nice Chelsea man. I like
Henry.
it.
Henry was a better player, but
Okay, thank you. You know what them deluded Chelsea fans there.
Henry was a better player, but Drogba was just my
You
guy,
heard it
mate.
here first.
Loved him.
You know, ask me who
You ready?
Henry or who.
Sol Campbell. Please tell me you got Sol Campbell in there.
No, I haven't actually.
Sol Campbell or Sol
too
Campbell.
obvious.
man.
Henry or Kane.
I'll think Sol Campbell or Sol Campbell.
Right, Sol Campbell or Ledley King.
Ledley King, there's not even a doubt.
All right, Vicario or Hugo Lloris.
Lloris.
Romero or Van der Ven.
Good question.
In this system, Van der Ven, but actually Romero overall.
Yeah. Danny Rose or Udogi.
Danny Rose.
Trippier or Pedro Porro.
Trivia.
Sarr or Basuma.
Both shit. I just had empty space on the pitch. I didn't have that.
You gotta pick one of them.
Saar.
Just?
Like, just because he's younger.
Okay. Madison or Ericsson.
Ericsson. Yeah, definitely.
Bergval or Archie Gray.
Great question.
Bergval has got definitely a higher ceiling, I think.
You think so?
Yeah. He's got so much
But
more
Archie Gray
attributes.
is so.
Archie Gray's great, but I think Bergval, the way football's going, like we just said, Bergval's that guy who can run around every pitch. He's going to
Yeah.
look.
Yeah,
He's
he's,
gonna look-
I
gonna
like
stand
him.
out.
Yeah, he's a good
Class.
player. Kulusevski or Lucas Moura.
Lucas Moura.
Really?
I love that man.
Because of the Champions League.
Nah, just
in
everything. He
general.
was just a.
All right.
He's someone we need now, I think.
Defoe or Darren Bent.
Jermaine Defoe. Jermaine Defoe.
out there.
Defoe's my guy.
Son or Bale.
Bale. I've got Gareth Bale.
What? Even what
Gareth
Son's done
Bale
for you
that
lot?
last season at Tottenham was the best I've seen any footballer ever.
What
Like,
for Spurs?
Any footballer.
Spurs, yeah.
Spurs.
There's not many
yeah,
better
yeah.
seasons.
Yeah.
There's not many better seasons in the Premier League you'll see than that guy. It's about carrying a team. That's carrying a team. Scoring 6 last-minute goals from 30 yards out. That's carrying a football team, mate.
It's true.
That's carrying a football team.
Last one. Not a Spurs player, but Kane or Alan Shearer.
Harry Kane. It's not even a debate, is it?
I think it is a bit of a
It's
debate.
not,
It is a
it?
big
It's not
debate.
It is a bit.
All-round footballer, Harry Kane.
Yeah, he's a better footballer.
Okay, but who's a better number 9?
Alan Shearer.
Yeah. In this current day system, you probably have Shearer because he stands on penalty area and taps stuff in.
Shearer was a beast, man.
Love Shearer.
But Harry Kane, his passing abilities,
Mm.
finishing.
Plays like a centre mid sometimes.
He
mate.
does, yeah.
But it's just because he gets bored, doesn't he? when you're the best player in every position, you've got to play everyone, yeah.
So gonna do some predictions for Saturday's games.
Okay, mate.
'Cause when this is out. Right, we're gonna go start with you two and then
Sure.
do us after. Right, Everton or Arsenal? Score prediction.
1-1.
Score prediction.
Wait, let me go first.
Oh, sorry.
No,
sorry.
you're good. You're good,
You
mate.
go. No, you go first.
1-1. I'll go Arsenal 1-0. I think you know it.
Frank?
1-1.
You.
Is it 12:30 kickoff?
Yeah.
Yeah,
2-1 Everton.
Oh, you're
He's never gonna go to Arsenal, is he?
What are you thinking?
4-0 Arsenal.
1-0 Everton. We're gonna lose.
You think so?
100%.
Ooh.
Momentum killer for
think
Real
we're
Madrid.
gonna
Yeah,
1-0.
we're gonna lose. Because they're not gonna be on it. Crystal Palace or Brighton?
Oh, that's a derby.
That is 2-1 Palace.
Is that at Palace?
That's a
Yeah.
good
Yes,
shout.
Palace.
2-1 Palace.
I'm gonna go 2-2.
1-1.
I'm gonna go 2-0 Palace. Yeah. Ipswich or Wolves?
1-1.
Frank?
I'm gonna go 2-1 Wolves. I think that's gonna be a controversial
Just a
game.
complete nothing to play
There's
for.
definitely a red card.
It's probably a red, yeah.
There's
Nothing
definitely
to
a
play
red
for
card
in
in
either
this
team.
2-1 Wolves.
2-1 Wolves.
It's going to throw out a high
Switch it
scoring
down.
4-3 Ipswich.
Yeah, you're going for it. I'm gonna go 2-0 Ipswich.
Wow.
West Ham or Bournemouth?
Bournemouth coming off that defeat from City. I'll go. They've not been in great form, Bournemouth, at the minute, last few games.
They might have won 6-0.
I reckon West Ham 2-0.
2-0.
Yeah, West Ham 2-0.
I'm going 3-1 Bournemouth. They're good away, man.
West Ham.
Yeah.
West Ham.
I think
2-0.
West Ham win.
2-0 West Ham.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 0-0. Do you know them
Nice and
games?
exciting.
Do you know them games you think is gonna be goals
I
and
know,
it
yeah.
kills your accumulator. So I'm going 0-0. Aston Villa or Nottingham Forest? 5:30 kickoff
Ooh,
Saturday.
That's a big game.
2-2. There's goals there. There's goals in that one.
1-1.
Game.
1-1.
I think Forest nick it.
Forest next
Yeah, because I feel like you said Villa, Champions League coming
Champions
up.
League.
It's a score,
Yeah,
mate.
that's a
Forest
good
nick
point.
it.
I'm
What
gonna
do
go
we think?
2-1, 2-0.
Give
one?
us a score then. Score prediction, Matt.
4.
Score prediction, buddy.
2-1.
Forest.
2-1
Yeah.
Forest. I'm gonna
Chris
go.
Wood.
Fucking hell, he's to stab it out of him.
I'm gonna go
Come
3-1. 3-1 Forest.
You could
3-1
Forest. Yeah. All right. Brentford or your boys Chelsea? 2 o'clock kickoff.
Got to back us, and I. 1-0 us.
Frank.
He says.
2-1 Brentford.
2-0 Chelsea.
1-0.
I was going to say he's got to go for a draw.
Yeah,
there.
1-0,
Everyone else
yeah,
has
1-0.
picked the side.
Fulham or Liverpool?
Liverpool 3-1.
That's their bogey team, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fulham look. They're
Don't
shit.
Cohen
all
hates
that.
them.
I was at the game the other day, man.
Who's home? Is it Fulham?
Fulham's out, man.
3-1 Liverpool.
2-1 Liverpool.
Yeah, say 2-1 as well.
I'm going 3-0 Liverpool, man. Fulham look. They're shit.
They had a great season.
Sorry. No, but they're at home.
You know you can't show your face at Craven Cottage now.
No, I'm like that's my second team, but they didn't play good, man. What do you think of Tottenham? Or Southampton?
Even shitter.
Is it Tottenham Southampton? Is it?
Tottenham and
Oh.
Southampton.
Right. Genuinely 2-0 Spurs, but you could have maybe scored 3 or 4.
I'm going. That's a high scoring game for me. I'm going 4-2 Spurs.
Oof.
5-0.
2-0 Southampton. All right, Man United or Manchester Derby. Man United or Man City.
United
Did a bit of
City.
work.
That's at Old Trafford, right?
Yeah.
It's got to be City, innit?
Nah, man.
Arsenal, United are going to be.
I'll go 2-1. I think you'll score late, but I don't think you'll catch him. 2-1 City.
I'm gonna go 2-2.
3-1 City.
3-1 United. I'm going.
Wow.
United are going to be, everybody's going to be looking forward.
we got the Europa League
Don't worry.
after that.
Don't worry about it. Leicester versus Newcastle, last one.
Leicester, Newcastle. Leicester are horrible.
They
Sounds
are.
I
like
know
the worst
Newcastle
game
are
of
all-
football ever, doesn't it?
Newcastle are going to be all hungover, and
That sounds like
Monday
the
night.
worst
Shit.
Monday night
Yeah.
game of football ever.
I'll go 1-0 Newcastle because Leicester are horrible. But I think it wouldn't surprise me if Leicester do nick something.
No, I'm going 3-0 Newcastle.
Jamie Vardy brace, 2-0.
Leicester.
Yeah.
Okay.
He just wants that clip to go out, and if that happens, he's going to look like a king. And then,
Trying to go viral.
yeah, exactly. There we go, the big Swede in the
I'm going to
corner.
go 2-0 Newcastle. That's it.
Fair play.
All right, that's it all done. And that's it, lads. It's over, man. It's over. And that was the On The Bench podcast. Thank you guys for coming on. I
Thank you, man.
appreciate it,
Fun,
man.
man.
We're
Cheers,
going
mate.
to,
Cheers, mate.
like you said, we're going to do the rematch.
Cheers, bro.
You lot want to say your socials as well and stuff?
I can't remember what they are.
God.
Hey, so-
Gen F Ball. Follow us.
Gen F Ball on Instagram, and then Generation.Football on YouTube and TikTok.
Yeah.
If you love good quiz content and
Sick.
watching these guys,
Get absolutely smashed when they come on. You know.
Why are you pointing at me for, bro?
It's you,
These
man.
guys.
these two, some other guy.
I was expecting a bumper club from someone.
Yeah, we got
Tony's
smoked.
usually here, didn't want to be here, didn't want to see us. He was so embarrassed after the last
Listen,
time.
they've got next time as well, and they seem keen to come on and try and right the
Nah,
wrong.
I'm
So
coming
we'll
back.
see what happens there. Then.
We're planning the games, yeah.
Underdog story.
But yeah, that's On The Bench podcast. Hope you lot liked it. Like, subscribe, comment, all of that stuff. And yeah, see you next week.
Cheers for having us.
Bumba